This is my entry for the, how do you say it, Visla art contest. My friend Brian, thank you, sent it to me on Instagram, and I was like, cool. I have this idea I've been wanting to do for a really long time. So while I was doing this painting, a lot of things were running through my head, as usual, but there was some clarity with this one. There was no plan for this painting. That kind of stressed me out a little bit because I like to know what I'm gonna do. But I kind of took it as a challenge to be like, well, it's okay to not know, to, be uncertain about something, but just to step into that in each moment, very aware of what you want to do in that moment. So I just started painting. I had the sketch, I didn't know the colors, I just started painting. And it just kind of came to me. And so I think when that happens, things flow a lot easier. So anyways, what I thought about during this process was the meaning of this painting. This isn't just some dude breaking his back, soul arching on a pretty cool wave, but it's something more than that. It's what it really means to me, and through the painting, the message that kind of it showed itself in a way was that as surfers, we surf this wave, and it's always different depending on the conditions of the day. And every day is so different, and it can change drastically one moment to the next. And so this surfer who I am painting kind of represents all of us right now. And we are kind of surfing this huge wave of change that is very tumultuous and changes very drastically, 1 second at a time, one moment every day. And it's kind of about staying on your board, whatever you have, the best you have picked and chosen for that day. You stay on it, balance as best you can, and you write it as beautifully as you can in that moment. And this wave is more like a wave of light, because I think that's really what's coming in for our earth. A lot of light is being shone upon the darkness of, every crevice of the world, politics, any system. It's really exposing a lot of truth about our society and how we kind of function. So this wave of light is kind of like a guiding force. Although it seems kind of strong, it's really what we need. And the eye is, definitely kind of like a sun, but it's like this all-knowingness watching us, and we kind of watch it too. Another big thing that came up during this painting was, for surfers right now, we're being asked to stay out of the ocean. And a lot of us are. And not just in California, but all over the world. Most people are forced to stay home. In California, we're very lucky that we, still have a little bit of freedom. My cousin in Bulgaria, she can't even leave the house without papers. saying that you can leave or that you're going to just go grocery shopping. Not being able to surf, that kind of freedom taken away from us. Most of the things taken away from us. It begs us the question of who are we without this? Who am I without surfing? Who am I without this job? Who am I without these friends that I spend a lot of time with? Who am I when I am just with myself, if you get that time alone? And at first it was hard to let go of a lot of these things because I think we place a lot of who we are, our identity and our definitions of who we think we are, onto the things that we do in life. But when those things are taken away, we're kind of forced to sit down and have this light shed on to the steeper parts of us that are now asking us, who are we? What do we want in life? What do we want to do with our life now that we have a lot of time? It seems like it's been a time for creativity and self-discovery. In a way, we get to rewrite who we are. And in a way, a lot of people are realizing that with all this time to slow down and all this time to really take a closer look at how we're running ourselves, our lives day to day, moment to moment, mostly on autopilot. It's really uncomfortable to finally slow down and have to look at every action of what we do under a microscope. And we get to ask ourselves if we have enough awareness in these moments, is this what I really want to be doing from my heart? So this piece is really a message in itself that kind of came to me when I let go of trying to plan it out and just allowed it to flow through me. It kind of spoke to me, and instead of me trying to command it to be whatever I thought it needs to be. And with that kind of surrendering to uncertainty, it gave me this kind of beautiful guidance of a very bright and vibrant vision that I'm not used to. So that's why these colors are so different from my usual desaturated palettes, and it made me feel very happy and alive, and I honestly hope that it can do the same for everyone else who sees it. I hope that it gives the feeling and connectedness of all of us right now, that we all are this kind of surfers of life, surfing this really intense wave. But if we just do the best we can in each moment and take a moment to self-reflect in our giant inner eye that radiates like the sun, then I think all truth can be illuminated when we surrender to that moment. When we surrender to those truths, and when we surrender and let go of what our mind keeps telling us we should be, we need to be doing this or that to be this or that. And another thing I was thinking while I was painting this is, why are we so attracted to the ocean? why is it so hard to like resist wanting to go to the ocean? It's like it's just calling you, like, jump in me and release all your worries. That's why I love going to the beach. And one of the best reasons of surfing is just being in the water and, floating. It's half of flying, basically. I was thinking, why are people still going to the beach when there's a, pandemic? Like, nothing can stop them. And I understand a lot of us, can't resist that urge. And I'm wondering, why is that urge so strong that, they don't want to listen? Why are we so drawn to the ocean? I think it's because it is a reflection of our essence. The ocean is literally the essence of life. And I've been thinking about that for a while. It just came to me one day and I was like, oh, seriously? The ocean is the essence of life? I guess water is like that. But the ocean is a power of its own. It is in constant change, and so is life. It is in constant change. Part of ourselves, life, kind of connecting with life in a very pure way, or trying to get back to our pure state, is very raw out there. It's raw, like it's only you and the board and your wetsuit, because the water's not warm enough yet. It's simple. It's just you and your thoughts. In a way, that's kind of a place where we can reflect on that. I mean, it's not like that for everyone, but I think the people who are really drawn to the ocean uncontrollably know that on a deep, deep level, that the ocean is how they can almost set themselves free. And I think during this pandemic, that is a way they can do that. Well, that's what I was thinking while I was making this painting, amongst other things. And thanks, Bisla, for making a pretty cool art contest to keep us sane. It really was an opportunity to kind of have this sweet experience with this painting, and I'm very grateful. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and maybe I'll make prints, because I feel like if we all had this print, it would connect us in this like very cool way. So let me know if you'd be interested. I'll make it super cheap. It's more about connecting all of us together, and yeah, so stay safe. I love you guys. Ciao.